cause on hand. Tonight's officials, Kenneth Kelly, Kevin Rowland, and Kevin Furlow. So you've got one Kenny and two Kevins. The fellas in stripes. We're just about ready for opening tip action here. Manhattan in the road uniforms, green tops and bottoms. Loyola, as I mentioned, in the sporty pink uniforms. Top and bottom, gray numbers and gray letters. Paget controls the opening tip. They'll get the ball over to Katie Sheehan, and she'll set up the offensive flow here for Loyola. Greyhounds will work left to right in the first half. Game's first possession. Looks like a zone defense here by the Jaspers. Good ball movement by Loyola. 10 on the shot clock. Paget cross-court pass to Krusen. Krusen down to Sutherland. Sutherland will let it go. No good. Off the rim and backboard. Offensive board snatched by Katie Sheehan. Nice pass down to Alyssa Sutherland on the doorstep. Couldn't make the easy layup. Nice offensive possession there, although they did not cash in. Here comes the Manhattan Jaspers now. They'll work right to left here in the first half. Allison Skreck controls. Torianne Lawrence on the wing. Turn around, all kinds of pressure now. She'll kick it back up top. Near side, Skreck. Now bounce pass down into the paint. Erickson, she'll wield, and her touch off the glass is good. It's a 2-0 Manhattan lead. Jaspers draw first blood. Here come the Greyhounds now on their second offensive possession of the evening. Nicole Krusen gets it across midcourt. Manhattan will stay in the 2-1-2 zone. Here's a cross-court pass. Sheehan, good job of grabbing that. Nice entry pass into the paint. Again, Alyssa Sutherland on the doorstep, and Alyssa could not cash in on this one either. Score remains 2-0. Here come the Jaspers. Roeder from three, no good off the back of the iron. Tiffany Paget corrals the rebound, her first. Here comes Katie Sheehan and the Greyhounds. Paget back up top to Sheehan. Sheehan cross-court to Krusen. Krusen from three. Shot no good. Rebound hauled in by Allison Skreck, the 5'7" junior guard. She'll look to push. Now she'll back it out. And the Jaspers will continue to work the perimeter. Back up top to Skreck. Greyhounds now in a man-to-man. Again, it's Roeder from three. This time no good. Katie Sheehan controls the rebound. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's still 2-0 Manhattan. Just underway here from the Reeds Arena. Katie Sheehan laces up her shoe, and now we're ready to get back to live action. They'll inbound. Full court pressure by the Jaspers. Nicole Krusen trying to shake loose. Sheehan gets it up to Neka Afadile, and then back to Nicole Krusen. And now it's near side Sheehan. She'll handle and walk it up. Good press break by Loyola. Nice crisp passing here by the Greyhounds, looking for their first tally of the evening. Sutherland, no good. Rebound, Sheehan. Her putback is good, and she picks up contact. Katie will head to the line to try to complete the three-point play. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Katie Sheehan tying a career record here, 92 straight starts. And she looks to complete the three-point play here. No good off the back of the iron. Fights for her own rebound, gets it. Her putback no good, but she gets hammered, and she'll go right back to the free throw line for a pair. We're tied up at 2, 17:28 left here in the first half. Katie only a 66% free throw shooter. And she makes the front end, and now it's a 3-2 Loyola lead. Here comes Ashley Steck into the ballgame for Manhattan. She's a 6-foot sophomore forward from Cazenovia, New York. Here's Sheehan second. No good. Afadile fights for the rebound. Can't run it down. Ball goes out of bounds over to Manhattan, so it's a 3-2 Loyola lead. Early action from the Reeds Arena. Here comes Allison Skreck. She'll walk it up the floor for head coach John Olenowski of Manhattan. Man-to-man defense by the Greyhounds. There's a little 8-foot jumper by Monica Roeder, no good. Loose ball, far side of the court. Neka Afadile runs it down. She'll get it over to Katie Sheehan. Here comes Sheehan and the Greyhounds. Sheehan near side, pounds the left-handed dribble, looks to split the defenders. Krusen outside the arc. She'll go cross-court to Sutherland. Sutherland, nice pass to Afadile. Neka's layup is good. It's 5-2 Loyola. Beautiful, beautiful cut by Neka Afadile, and a nice pass into the paint. 16:40 and counting. Hounds up by 3. Wheeling right, shot no good by Allison Skreck, and we've got whistles. Shayna Erickson will pick up the foul. Greyhound ball. They have the length of the floor to go. Nicole Krusen will work it up the far sideline. She'll cross midcourt. The Greyhounds will set up offensive shot from here. Sheehan from 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Monica Roeder. Here come the Jaspers. Monica Roeder, left-handed dribble. Now she'll pass near side to Blair. Blair pumps it down into the paint. Tony Ann Lawrence looking to do work. Shot, no good, one and done. Nicole Krusen with the rebound. She'll keep it and push it up the floor. Here's Katie Sheehan now controlling for Loyola. It's a 2-on-2 zone by the Jaspers. Sheehan gets it into the paint. Nice cut by Padgett. She gets the pass from Sutherland. Can't make the layup. It's the third easy layup the Loyola Greyhounds have missed this evening. And Blair running the floor on the other end. Her layup no good. Here come the Greyhounds the other way. Nice open floor dribbling by Alyssa Sutherland. She'll pick it up and get it over to Katie Sheehan. Krusen from 3. Swish! Nicole Krusen gives Loyola an 8-2 lead. 15:20 left in the first half. Next whistle, we'll take a break for the first media timeout of the first half. Good looking stroke there by Krusen. Nice backdoor cut by Roeder. Decides not to shoot. The Jaspers bring it back out. Near side Blair. Now she'll kick it up top to Skreck. 10 on the shot clock for Manhattan. Tony Ann Lawrence wheels right. Her shot no good, but she'll pick up some contact. I believe that's going to be on Katie Sheehan. Check that. It'll be on Tiffany Padgett, her first. And we will take the first media timeout now with 14 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first half. It's the Greyhounds 8, the Jaspers 2. So Loyola comes home after dropping their last 2 ball games. They lost 48-39 at Canisius up in Koestler Athletic Center the other night. In that game, Katie Sheehan scored a game high with 13 points. Alyssa Sutherland chipped in with 12, and Tiffany Padgett was a monster on the backboards. Padgett led the rebounding effort. She grabbed a season high 14 rebounds. She's been doing solid work on the backboards all season. It was the 4th time this year where Sheehan tied her best rebounding effort. Speaking of rebounds, Katie Sheehan, a good rebounding guard. And Sheehan pulled down 9 against the Golden Griffins. It was a back-and-forth game against Canisius. The game was tied several times. And basically the Golden Griffins earned their way to the free throw line and put in 10 points late in the game from the charity stripe. And that was enough to secure the win. So Loyola will look to get back to their winning ways here this evening against the Manhattan College Jaspers. Manhattan comes in with a 6-17 record overall. They are 3-9 in the conference. Their latest loss came against Fairfield. That was a 55-50 setback. So it'll be a foul shooting situation here for the Manhattan College Jaspers, and going to the free throw line for a pair, Tony Ann Lawrence. Lawrence, a 72% free throw shooter. Her first rattles around, no good. Score remains 8-2 Loyola. Lawrence swishes the second, 8-3 Greyhounds. The Jaspers will jump into some full court pressure now. Sheehan looking for help. Neka Afadile comes open and gets it back to Katie Sheehan. Now Sheehan will run the floor and set up the offense here for Loyola. Greyhounds up by 5 with the basketball. Near side Nicole Krusen. Padgett gets loose in the paint. Tried to go from the high post to the low post to Neka Afadile. Ball knocked away. It's a turnover by the Greyhounds. Jasper's coming the other way. Here's Blair. Nice pass into the paint, and now they kick it back out. Shot no good by Ashley Steck. Alyssa Sutherland controls for Loyola. Little stutter step. Nice bounce pass to Neka Afadile. And we've got whistles. Ashley Steck will pick up her first foul of the game, and now here comes a couple subs off of Coach Logan's bench. Diana Logan and Kara Marshall come into the game. Diana Logan, a 5'11" freshman guard from Waldorf, Maryland. Kara Marshall, a 5'8" sophomore guard from Gaithersburg. Marshall's pass, not very good, knocked away. It's another Greyhound turnover. Skreck comes up with it for the Jaspers. Here's Monica Roeder, gets to her left. Now she'll kick it to Lawrence. Lawrence thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Kara Marshall, ball hawking defense. Far side, Maggie Blair. Blair gets it into Lawrence. Lawrence, turnaround jumper, short off the glass and rim. Katie Sheehan with another rebound. And she takes a fist in the chops, but she'll shake that off, and now here comes Sheehan. She'll pull up from three. Shot short off the rim, no good. Rebound hauled in by Monica Roeder. Good ball movement here in transition. Lawrence gets loose. She can't maintain the handle, loses it out of bounds. It'll be Loyola basketball. And here comes Nye Brown into the basketball game. Brown, a 5'9" sophomore guard from Newark, Delaware. So Coach Logan shuffling the lineup early here on a Friday night. 8-3 Loyola. They have the lead and the basketball now, looking to go the length of the court. Here's Kara Marshall. Manhattan stays in the 2-1-2 zone. Greyhounds working the perimeter. Marshall, another bad pass. That's twice she's been picked off since she's entered the game. It's another Loyola Greyhound. Here come the Jaspers. And they throw it away, but it did go off the hand of a Greyhound. Manhattan will maintain possession. Here comes Nicole Isaacs into the game for the Jaspers. Isaacs, a 5'7" sophomore guard from Fairhaven, New Jersey. Jaspers ball underneath their own hoop. Allison Skreck will set up the Manhattan offense. Greyhounds in a man-to-man defense. Tony Ann Lawrence has it. Her jumper good. Nothing but net. 8-5 Loyola as we hit the 13-minute mark here in the first half. Sutherland back up top to Nye Brown. Now back to Sutherland. Sutherland will let it go. Air ball, no good. Diana Logan's putback, no good. Tiffany Paget, her putback, no good. Her second putback, no good. Excellent work on the offensive board. Paget corrals it again. Fresh shot clock. Loyola needs to settle down here. Good work on the offensive boards. They're just having trouble putting the ball in the hole right now. Here's Nye Brown, looks to penetrate. Her shot off the glass, no good. Paget again doing work on the offensive boards. It's another Loyola offensive rebound. Fresh shot clock again for the Greyhounds. Diana Logan now kicks it over to Kara Marshall. Marshall gets into the paint, jump stop, little scoop shot, no good, but she'll pick up some contact. And Kara Marshall will earn herself 2 free throws.
Ashley Steck, player's second, team's fourth. Kara Marshall at the charity stripe.
So Marshall will toe the line. Kara Marshall, a 73% free throw shooter. Here's her first. Swish. 9-5 Loyola. Substitutions from both benches. Steph Smith comes into the game for Loyola. And number 21 for the visitors, Katie Reese, a 5'8" freshman guard. So it's 10-5 Loyola as we head down towards the 12-minute mark. Here come the Jaspers now working right to left. Isaacs handles up top. She'll kick it to Reese, who just checked in. Nice pass there to Brianna Schneer, who also just checked in. So both coaches have really shuffled their lineups here in the first half. Nye Brown looking to do work, gets it to Marshall. Marshall over to Sutherland. Sutherland to Logan. Logan shot no good. Steph Smith working hard for the offensive rebound, and she'll get called for the loose ball foul.
Steph Smith.
So Smith picks up her first. And with 11 minutes, 41 seconds left, we'll pause for immediate timeout. It's a 10-5 Loyola lead.
All right, fans, please welcome to the floor your Loyola cheerleaders.
In the series with Manhattan, Loyola leads at 26-24. That spans the last 24 years. Last season, these two teams split. And Loyola has been on a bit of a hot streak against this Jasper squad. Loyola has won 9 of the last 12 matchups. So they'll try to keep that trend going this evening. And this season, the Greyhounds, they dropped the first matchup. That game was up in Manhattan. It was a 62-50 setback on January 18th. The Greyhounds will look for payback here tonight. In that game earlier this year, back in January, 3 Greyhounds tabbed double figures. Kara Marshall had a season-high 18 points. She made 4 shots from three-point range in that contest, grabbed 6 steals also, and Nicole Krusen and Tiffany Paget added 10 and 11 points respectively. Back in that game, the Jaspers were led by Ashley Steck, and also Tony Ann Lawrence had a good game. Manhattan shooting 2 of 11 from the floor, only 18%. They have not tallied a three-point bucket. They're 0 for 2 in that category and 1 of 2 from the line. The Greyhounds 3 of 17 from the floor. Neither team shooting very well at this point. Greyhounds just under 18%. They're 1 of 4 from beyond the arc and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Here we go now, back to live action. Jaspers have it. They trail 10-5. Loose ball knocked away. It'll go off of Loyola. Jenna Perry checked into the ball game as well. And that was off of her, so it'll be an inbound situation for Manhattan. They find a wide open Lawrence. Her shot no good. Nye Brown pulls the rebound. Down high off the glass, and she still has it now going coast to coast. And Jenna Perry got a little anxious there and put a toe on the baseline. It's a turnover for Loyola. Their 4th of the evening. 10-5 Greyhounds. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the first half. Brady Seabolt with you. Friday night basketball from Baltimore. Monica Roeder gets to her left, gives it up. Ball comes back up top. Isaacs kicks over to Reese. Her shot no good. Rebound by Smith. She'll get it ahead to Kara Marshall. Here come the Greyhounds. Kara gets it over to Nye Brown. Brown looking for help, now finds Diana Logan. Near side, Kara Marshall. Steph Smith gets it into the paint, ball knocked away. Kara Marshall comes up with it. Good job of penetration by Marshall. She'll kick back to Logan. Logan shot nothing but twine. 12-5 Loyola. Nice spot up look there by Diana Logan, and it gives Loyola the 7-point lead. 10 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. Roeder from 3. In and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Kara Marshall. Greyhounds looking to push. She'll put the brakes on now and back it up, Will Marshall. Fire cross court to Diana Logan. Logan finds Jenna Perry on the low block. Perry kicks it back out to Marshall. Marshall, little shake and bake, gets it to Nye Brown. Brown from 3, got it. 15-5, Loyola extends the lead by 10. Good job of ball rotation there by the Greyhounds. And head coach John Olenowski will burn a timeout for Manhattan as his team all of a sudden trails by 10. Nye Brown with a beautiful looking stroke there. And she drains the 3 ball. And it's a nice 15-5 lead here by Loyola as they start to heat up a little bit. Both teams come out of the timeouts. Here we go now. Manhattan has the length of the floor to go. No pressure by Loyola. Hounds up 15-5. They'll put a 2-3 zone defense into effect here. Working the perimeter, Allison Skreck. She'll get it to Roeder. Roeder back up top to Tony and Lawrence. 10 on the shot clock for the Jaspers. Skreck, good penetration. Coach Logan was hoping for a traveling violation. It's going to be a foul instead on Kara Marshall. Marshall's first.
Personal, Greyhounds third, team foul.
Inbound situation now for Manhattan. Skreck, bounce pass inside, Roeder shot, count it. It hung on the rim for a little bit and finally dropped. 15-7 Loyola. Here comes Kara Marshall and the Greyhounds back the other way. Nye Brown lost the handle, tried to save it. Picked off by Skreck. She's all alone. Skreck all the way to the rack. Count the layup. Sloppy basketball there by Loyola. And now it's 15-9 as Manhattan tries to claw their way back into it. Loyola has got to do a better job of protecting the basketball. 5 turnovers already. Nye Brown topside. She'll get it to Kara Marshall. Marshall found a wide open Jenna Perry, but Perry couldn't handle the pass, and the Greyhounds commit their 6th turnover, and the ball goes back over to Manhattan. Allison Skreck walks it up, the 5'7" junior guard from Roselle, New Jersey. Now the Greyhounds go man-to-man. Topside Roeder. Lawrence in the high post tries to drop it off for Skreck. Good hustle there by Steph Smith. Loose ball. Kara Marshall gets on the floor. She hits the deck hard, and we've got a foul. That'll be whistled on Tony and Lawrence. So it's Greyhound basketball with a 15-9 lead. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the first half. Nye Brown from 3. Shot no good off the back of the iron. Offensive board by Steph Smith. Here's Kara Marshall. Gets into the paint. She loses the handle. Ball taken away by Maggie Blair. To Roeder. Far side Skreck. Jaspers will reset now with 20 on the shot clock. Roeder, triple teamed. Her turnaround jumper, no good. Didn't get much on it. However, she picked up contact. And that'll be a foul on number 35, Nye Brown. Brown's first. And with 7:51, we'll take a breath. Media timeout.
Okay, fans, are you hungry? Well, prove it. Get up and make some noise. It's time for the Qdoba Burrito Toss. The Loyola cheerleaders have free burritos from Qdoba. The Loyola toss them that allows fans in the rinks arena. But most of all, you for your Qdoba Burrito. Come on, you can do better than that.
Manhattan shooting 4 of 16 from the floor at 25%, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc, and they are 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. The leading scorer from Manhattan with 3 points, Tony Ann Lawrence, and a host of players with 2, including Erickson, Skreck, and Roeder. For the Greyhounds, 5 of 20 from the floor. They're also shooting 25%. That includes 2 of 6 from long distance for 33%, and 3 of 5 from the charity stripe for 60%. Leading the way for Loyola, a couple players with 3 points, Katie Sheehan and Nicole Krusen, along with Nye Brown, and several players with 2 each, including Afa DeLay, Marshall, and Logan. So it's a 15-9 Loyola lead. Points in the paint, Manhattan 6, Loyola 4. Points off turnovers, 4 for the visitors. Loyola has not scored in the paint as of yet, and Loyola has received 7 tallies from their bench. We've been tied up once, and the lead has changed hands one time. So 2 free throws on the way here for number 32, Monica Roeder, a 74% free throw shooter. Her first, short, no good. Roeder ready for her second. And she'll rattle that down, and it's now a 5-point ball game, 15-10 Loyola. Greyhounds bring it up now with 7:45 left here in the first half. Here's Katie Sheehan using her left-handed dribble. Krusen to Paget. Paget brings it back up top to Nicole Krusen, 10 on the shot clock. Katie Sheehan has a step, beautiful pass down into the low post for Tiffany Paget. Her shot blocked. And here come the Jaspers. Skreck has it for Manhattan. Now it's Roeder. She picks up her dribble. Little back and forth between Skreck and Roeder. Now Roeder dumps it down into the low post. Lawrence turnaround, blocked by Katie Sheehan. But we've got a whistle. Katie must have picked up a little flesh along with the basketball. Sheehan not too happy. Neither is Coach Logan. So Sheehan will pick up her first personal. It'll be a shooting situation for Tony Ann Lawrence. She's a 72% foul shooter.
The Jasper shooter. Up with 2.
Lawrence misses her first. Score remains 15-10. Tony Ann Lawrence is second, and she'll drop that. It's a 15-11 game. Loyola's been very quiet now for the last several minutes. Looking for a good offensive possession here. Krusen brings it up, cross court near side, Katie Sheehan. Sutherland in the high post. She'll use her dribble. Nice bounce pass to Nneka Afedile. Afedile can't make the layup. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Tony Ann Lawrence of Manhattan. Greyhounds will keep the possession. Alyssa Sutherland to inbound. She'll go up top to Katie Sheehan. Fresh shot clock for the Greyhounds. Up 15-11. Less than 7 minutes left here in the first half. Nicole Krusen outside the circle. Here's Sutherland. She'll pick up her dribble. Top side Afedile. Nneka lets it go. Swish. 17-11. Nneka Afedile puts the Greyhounds up by 6 as we hit the 6.5-minute mark here in the first half. Good ball movement by Loyola. Now we'll go the other way. Here's Manhattan. Behind the back, Skreck. Skreck now picks up her dribble. She'll kick it across court to Blair. Blair down into the far side corner to Lawrence. Greyhounds in the 2-3 zone. Here's Blair, wheels left. Her shot short, no good. Loose ball, Blair runs it down. Roeder now from 12 feet, shot no good. Lawrence working hard for the offensive board. Bodies on the floor. Nneka Afedile takes it away for Loyola. Good effort by both teams. Loyola comes out with it. Greyhounds looking to run. Katie Sheehan, little stutter step, gets into the paint. She'll pull up. Shot no good off the back of the iron. One and done for Loyola. Greyhounds maintain the 17-11 lead. Now the Jaspers will slow things down a bit. Head coach Olenowski of Manhattan yelling out some strategy from the near side here. 10 on the shot clock. Skreck still pounding the rock. Now she'll pick up her dribble. Here's Roeder, wheeling right. Little baby jumper goes down. 17-13. So Roeder leads all scorers with 5. Here comes Katie Sheehan and the Greyhounds. Sheehan thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Here's Paget now working the far side. 10 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass, Nicole Krusen. Krusen finds Afedile. She'll kick it back. Skip pass, Alyssa Sutherland. Now here's Krusen from 3. Splash down. Nicole Krusen makes it a 20-13 Loyola lead. So Krusen leads all scorers now with 6 on 2 3 balls. It's a 7-point Loyola lead, 4.5 minutes left. Roeder's 3, no good off the iron and backboard. Katie Sheehan pulls down the rebound. Sheehan now pounding the dribble. Sutherland looking for Afedile in the low post. Couldn't quite find her, threw it away. Nneka Afedile comes off the floor. Nye Brown re-enters. Greyhounds with 8 turnovers on the evening. Manhattan doing a good job of protecting the basketball. They've only turned it over twice. Here come the Jaspers now working right to left as we near the 4-minute mark. Greyhounds look like they're going to match up now man-to-man. And that ball's knocked away. Looks like Nicole Krusen last touched it. It'll be Manhattan basketball with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. And Allison Skreck to inbound. Skreck has it with 5. She'll pull back and pull up the jumper from 3. Shot no good. Tiffany Paget high off the glass for the rebound. She gets it ahead to Sheehan. Here comes Sheehan going coast to coast. She'll pull up from 6. Shot no good. Fights hard for her own rebound. Can't get it. And her over-aggressiveness now is going to create a whistle from the referee. It's a foul on Katie Sheehan.
Personal foul, Greyhounds, Katie Sheehan.
So Sheehan picks up her second foul, and we'll take a break for the media timeout with 3 minutes, 41 seconds left. It's a 20-13 Loyola lead.
All right, fans, it's now time to get up with the marching clock.
On 5 of 21 shooting, Manhattan is less than 24% from the field, 0 for 5 from long distance, and 3 for 6 from the foul line. Leading scorer for Manhattan with 5 points, Monica Roeder on 2 of 7 shooting. She's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc and 1 for 2 from the foul line. Tony Ann Lawrence has 4 points. She's 1 of 4 from the floor and 2 of 4 from the foul line. So there's your 2 leaders for Manhattan. As a team, Loyola 7 of 26 from the floor, just a skosh under 27%. 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, a solid 43%, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Leading the way for Loyola, 6 points for Nicole Krusen on 2 trays, 4 points for Nneka Afadile, 3 for Katie Sheehan and Nye Brown, and a couple players with 2 each, including Kara Marshall and Diana Logan. Greyhounds have been big time on the backboards. 25 total rebounds for Loyola, just 12 for Manhattan. And the impressive thing about those 25 rebounds, 10 are on the offensive end. So the gals are working hard on the backboards tonight. And that has translated into a 7-point lead here as we hit the 3.5-minute mark in the first half. Jasper's ball. Greyhounds in a man-to-man defense now. Near side, Onja Morgan. Morgan, a 5'6" senior guard from New Brunswick, New Jersey. Skreck working the far side. Little stop and go. Kara Marshall, ball hawking defense on her. Just 5 on the shot clock for the Jaspers. Skreck pulls it from 3. Shot blocked by Kara Marshall. Alyssa Sutherland corrals it. Shot clock violation. Greyhounds the other way. Kara Marshall picks up some contact. That'll be called on Monica Roeder.
Personal foul, Jaspers, Monica Roeder. Players first, teams sixth.
Possession situation for Loyola. Kara Marshall to inbound under her own hoop. She'll get it topside to Nicole Krusen. Fresh shot clock for Loyola. Hounds up 20-13, looking for more. Near side Marshall, she's open. Kicks it to Tiffany Paget. Paget to Krusen. Krusen to Nye Brown. Brown looks to penetrate. Little dipsy-do. No good. Off the glass and rim. Roeder controls the rebound for Manhattan. She'll pick up her dribble and get it over to Morgan. Morgan now sets up the offense for Manhattan. Now it's Skreck using her dribble. Near side Roeder. She gets a pick. Nice little pick and roll there. Beautiful basketball by Manhattan. Nice little pick and roll. And Tony Ann Lawrence puts in the easy layup. It's a 5-point game. 20-15 Hounds. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half. 2-1-2 zone defense by the Jaspers. Marshall finds Sutherland wide open. Alyssa can't make the first one. Her putback no good. And she'll get tied up. Possession arrow to Manhattan. The Greyhounds have had several good looks here in the first half and have missed a lot of layups. Not going to make Coach Logan happy when they work real hard and reverse the ball, find a wide open shot, and can't put it in. Ball hawking defense by Loyola. Here's Roeder using her left-handed dribble. Her pass knocked away by Kara Marshall. Marshall comes up with the steal, and she'll work the near sideline. Marshall going coast to coast. Nye Brown thought about it, and Nye Brown penetrates, and we've got a whistle. That's going to be on Tony Ann Lawrence. So Lawrence picks up her second personal. And Shayna Erickson re-enters the game for Lawrence. So Nye Brown heads to the free throw line for a pair. Check that, it's a 1-and-1 situation with 1:39 left. Nye Brown's first, no good. So she misses the front end. Ball goes back over on the rebound to Manhattan. Rebound controlled by Shayna Erickson, who just re-entered the ball game. Here's Skreck to Blair. Morgan uses her left-handed dribble. Good inside interior defense by the Greyhounds. Blair from three, shot no good. Nye Brown skies for the rebound. Brown working the near sideline. She'll put the brakes on and get it back up top. Sutherland now over to Kara Marshall. Krusen from three. Got it! Nicole Krusen with the hot hand, her third three ball of the evening, and a 23-15 Loyola lead as we get down beneath 1 minute left here in the first half. The three-point assassin alive and well tonight. Ball hawking defense by Kara Marshall. Skreck gets rid of it. Here's Roeder. She looks to penetrate. Now it's Erickson. 10 on the shot clock for Manhattan, and they'll throw it away. Skreck tried to get the ball down to Roeder. Too much mustard on that pass. And it's the third turnover of the evening for Manhattan. So it's a 23-15 Loyola lead. Katie Sheehan re-enters. Nye Brown will come off. Big minutes this evening for Nye. A little bit of a difference between the shot clock and game clock. Loyola now works their offensive flow. Marshall works the dribble, looks to penetrate. Now she'll bounce pass far side to Sutherland. Sutherland, poor pass, picked off. Greyhounds' 9th turnover of the first half. And now there's a traveling violation. One good turnover deserves another.
Timeout. Greyhound.
5 turnovers for Manhattan. Loyola wants to call a timeout and set things up for what should be the final shot of the first half.
There is still time to enter our Clifford Game raffle. All proceeds go towards
So with just less than 18 seconds left, Coach Logan and his assistant coaches want to talk over some strategy. It'll be Loyola basketball, and they already have a 23-15 lead, and they should play for the last shot.
Visit the marketing table now near the entrance to Ritz Arena for your chance to win.
So it's Nicole Krusen with some red-hot three-point shooting, leading all scorers with 9.
Loyola Greyhounds.com is your home on the web for the latest news, schedules, and results.
The Greyhounds will break their huddle. Manhattan will do the same. Kara Marshall will inbound from the baseline. Nice pass inside to Sutherland. Sutherland cannot make a layup this evening. She's probably had 4 or 5 looks on the doorstep. She does get hacked, however, and she'll earn herself a pair of free throws with 14.9 ticks left. So Maggie Blair picks up her first personal. Alyssa Sutherland heads to the free throw line, a 69% foul shooter. Her first is short, no good. Score remains 23-15. One more on the way for Sutherland. Sutherland's second, good. 24-15 Loyola. Afadile checks back in. Nye Brown does the same. So Coach Logan trying to implement some defense here and some full court pressure. Maggie Blair to inbound for Manhattan. Gets it into Skreck. 10 seconds left in the half. Blair near side, now back to Skreck. With 5 seconds, Skreck pounding the rock. She'll pull up from 3. Shot no good off the back of the iron. And there's the halftime buzzer. So your score at the break, the Loyola Greyhounds 24, the Manhattan College Jaspers 15. We'll take about a 10-minute break, come back and go over some first half statistics for you and get you prepared for second half action. So once again, your first half score, 24-15 Loyola. You're enjoying women's basketball on LoyolaGreyhounds.com.